What's up, guys? It's Carla from Swift Univrse. I wanted to share something with you guys that happened to me recently. Not for sympathy, but, so other small business owners can learn from my experience. I just got done doing a Carline card pull video. Anyway, over the last few weeks, I started getting a string of really weird orders. They were all shipping to the same address, using the same phone number, but the orders were coming with different names and emails. And the emails were super generic, like first name, last name, and a couple of numbers. And every single order was paid with a different card. What made it even more suspicious is that a lot of these cards failed multiple times before one finally went through, which is a classic sign of someone cycling through stolen or prepaid cards. So the orders were also split into smaller transactions as well, but together they added up to be a large amount, which is another known trick to avoid fraud detection. The addresses they used when I researched it turned out to be a freight forwarding service in Portland, Oregon. These are often used to reroute packages overseas, and based on my traffic, I suspect the buyers were overseas and using a U.S. address to place these orders. I did reach out to Wix support early on, and at the time I was told it looked okay to proceed. So I did. But something in my gut still fell off, so I did my own research, and sure enough, this is a known scam pattern. And this particular address has already been flagged for it before. So some of those orders did get delivered, but thankfully I did have signature tracking on every one. I did catch the most recent order before it did ship. I refunded it, and I flagged the customer accounts and addresses. And going forward, I will not be fulfilling any orders tied to any sort of freight forwarding service. There's still a chance of chargebacks, which is super frustrating, because in those cases, the buyer still gets their money back and they get to keep the product. And then I'm just left with nothing, which it's just one of the biggest vulnerabilities for small shops. Buyers have protection, sellers need it too. That's why I'm being transparent about all of this, to help others stay one step ahead. Also, that stock that was sold in those orders, it's back in the shop now. So if you missed something earlier, it might be available again. Thank you guys for sticking with us.